Good morning, children. Today our new lesson is fifth lesson, diseases and prevention of diseases. As all you know, what is mean by disease? Just you'll get through any viral fevers or cold, cough. All this comes under diseases. Okay. Today we are going to discuss about diseases, and these are all the topics in your lesson. Disease causing germs. By which germs we are causing diseases, that's we are going to discuss in this, and the whatever the diseases we are getting by these germs. Okay, in this cold, whooping cough and pneumonia. Okay, in that first one, in your page number 31, fifth lesson, I am going to read, and that a disease is an illness that affects the health of a person. When a person falls ill, he cannot do things properly, right? Whenever a person get any fever, cold or any other disease, he can do anything, work properly? No, he can't do anything because he don't have that energy, that much of positive energy in his body, so that he can't do things properly. Disease is an improper condition of the body. There are certain diseases which may pass from one person to another person. Okay, diseases from by cold, even cold, cough, this will be moved from one person to another person. They are infectious and we call them communicable diseases. The diseases which pass from one person to another person, those diseases are called communicable diseases. And some living organisms cause those diseases. These living organisms are called germs or pathogens and can be seen under only a microscope. These germs are of various kinds as bacteria, viruses and protozoa. Okay, the diseases which can be passed from one person to another person, it is called communicable diseases. On these diseases are caused by some germs, namely bacteria, virus and protozoa. It's in your page 31. Okay, in the disease causing germs. In that bacteria, viruses and protozoa. These are the diseases caused by these germs. Okay, in that first one is bacteria. Bacteria are tiny single cellular organisms. They are neither animals nor plants. They are not the animals or the plants. Good bacteria. Okay, small living, very small organisms. There are bacteria all around us in air, soil, water and everything we see. Wherever, even it will be presented in air, in water and in everything. Okay, some bacteria may cause diseases. Bacteria cause cholera, pneumonia, typhoid and food poisoning. All these cholera, pneumonia, typhoid, all these are types of fevers and food poisoning. Nothing but if it is present in your food, your digestion may be horrible. Okay. And next, virus. Viruses become active inside a living body. These viruses, these are also tiny microorganisms. It becomes more when it enters into a living body. They are shaped like balls or rods, smaller than the bacteria. It will be very small than the bacteria. They cause like diseases common cold, flu, mumps, polio, chickenpox and measles. Okay, all these viruses, here you can see the pictures of bacteria, virus and protozoa in your page number 31. Okay, and next protozoa. These are also tiny unicellular animals that causes diseases like malaria, dengue and dysentery. All these germs causes some communicable diseases, whether it may be typhoid, pneumonia, fever, common cold, everything. Okay, and next one is diseases spread by germs. By these germs, what diseases we are going to get? Cold, whooping cough and pneumonia. Let us discuss about this. Next, in your page number 32, diseases spread by germs. Diseases spread by germs are called communicable diseases. As earlier I said, the diseases which passes from one person to another person, those are called communicable diseases. The organisms that cause communicable diseases spread from one person to another through air, water, by the the person's touch, insects and animals also. Some common and serious communicable diseases are this. In that first one is cold. Okay, there are over 200 viruses that can give you a cold. See, you have many 200, almost 200 viruses which gives us cold. Cold viruses spread very quickly. Yes, even our weather is also, whenever it is cold, if it is rainy or now we are getting more rains, right? If the weather is cool, at that time these viruses spread a lot. They like to hang out where there are lots of people. If someone sneezes or coughs, the germs fly out looking for someone else to land on. Whenever the person who is suffering from cold or cough, if he sneezes or if he coughs, at that time the germs will be come out that person and it will be going to the other person nearest to him. Your hands that you cough or sneeze on can pass on the cold virus to everyone they touch. Whenever you sneeze or cough on any things of the objects also, if another person touches that objects which the person used, who have all this common cold, everything, that diseases may be occurred to another person also. And what you should do, what precautions you should take whenever you get cold? Let us see that. By washing your hands number of times, cough or sneeze into a tissue, throw tissues away in a bin down the toilet, go to bed and sleep if you feel tired, drink lot of water or juice, suck cough candies to make your throat feel better. Here you can see all these terms here they have shown in the picture. Here, wash your hands number of times and properly. And cough or sneeze into a tissue or a hanky, right? And you have to throw the hankies or tissues into the garbage. And when you feel tired or when you feel too much of tiredness or something, at that time you should sleep a lot. And you should drink a lot of water or the juices. And if your throat is very sore, some abnormal sound it is happening in your throat, you can use some cough candies, nothing but you have wicks or holes like that. Okay, you can not too much, one or two you can swallow it. And next one is whooping cough. This is a bacterial disease of the children. Children suffer from a brassy cough, watery eyes or often vomit. This disease may be prevented by taking vaccination. This cough, it is an abnormal cough. Means you will be having some sore throat, your voice may change and there will be a pain in the throat. Okay, this can be, we can see this type of cough in small children and it can be prevented by using vaccination, nothing but by taking medicine. And next one is pneumonia. Pneumonia is an infection of lungs. It is caused by bacteria, viruses, fungi or parasites. All these are diseases causing germs. Breathing becomes difficult for the patient. The patient who is suffering with pneumonia, his breathing becomes difficult to breathe. Okay, and the person who is having this pneumonia, he will be having very high fever, very shortness of breath, cough, vomitings and chest pain also. Okay, all these are the symptoms of this pneumonia. This disease needs treatment with heavy doses of antibiotics. This pneumonia, the person who is feeling with high fever, vomiting, headache, everything, that person needs immediate treatment having very high doses of antibiotics or medications. Next one is tuberculosis and influenza or flu. Okay, after pneumonia, next topic is tuberculosis, and this is an infectious disease caused by bacteria. It affects the lungs, the central nervous system and circulatory system. Okay, this is also the disease which is caused by the germs only, regarding all the bacteria, virus or pathogens like that. Okay, this is also a communicable disease and it affects our lungs. It shows all the symptoms in the breathing problems or your sore throat or too much cough. Okay, these are all the symptoms. But when symptoms are present, they include weight loss, tiredness, fatigue, shortness of breath, fever, night sweats, chills and loss of appetite. Okay, whenever a person who is suffering with tuberculosis, he feels high fever, high cough and not even proper diet and loss of but he is not hungry to eat the food. And even the tiredness also, even in the breathing also. All these are the symptoms in the affected person of tuberculosis. And symptoms include coughing that lasts for 3 or more weeks, coughing up blood, chest pain and pain with breathing or coughing. A BCG vaccine can prevent this disease. Okay, if the person suffering from cough mostly from more than 3 weeks, he may get the cough in the form of blood also. He can vomit the blood also. All these are the symptoms of tuberculosis, and we have the vaccine, namely BCG. That is nothing but Bacillus calmette-guerin. It is the full form of BCG vaccine. It is used for the prevention of tuberculosis. And next one is influenza or flu. And influenza or flu, there are many types of flu viruses. Flu includes whether it may be cough, cold or fever, anything. A virus is a germ that gets into a body cell and produces motions. Whenever the virus in the form of germ it enters into the body, product multiplies the germs. It becomes more. If your body is healthy, it will fight the virus. It will fight with the virus. But for babies, old people and others who are already ill, their bodies are not strong to fight with this virus. If the person, if he is very healthy and if his immunity is good, then he can fight with these viruses and he can come out with the disease very quickly. But in small children and babies, infants and even old age people also, if they are ill, they can't come out from this virus quickly. A person who suffers from flu has a fever, body ache, cold, shivery and dry cough. If a person is suffering with this flu, he will have high fever, high cold and high cough, etc. And the precautions, what precautions to be taken for this flu? Okay, let us see that. Do not go to work or school or sleep in a room with other people during the first few weeks of treatment for acute tuberculosis. Whenever you have this type of flu, you should not meet any person and you should not get contact to other person, so that it may pass from one person to another person. Use a tissue to cover your mouth when you laugh, sneeze or cough. Always keep the tissue in a bag, seal it and throw it away. Okay. Use the hankies or tissues while you are sneezing or coughing, that it should not pass to another person, and throw it properly into your garbage. And wear a surgical mask when you are around other people during the first few weeks. Whenever a person is attacked with this flu, in first few weeks he must take more precautions to avoid that flu to be spread to another persons. You have to use your hankies and properly tissues also, and wash your hands properly and not meet the persons with more people, and use a mask, surgical mask or any other mask to avoid your cough, that germs which flows into the air and passes to another person. These are the precautions you have to take.